Hello fellow hunters, welcome back to QUICKPLAY. Today I will be going over the basics of getting XP in Hunt Showdown. Disclaimer, this video is mostly targeted for beginner players, so if you're an experienced player you probably know most of this. Let's start with the most important thing, which is why exactly do we need the XP? In Hunt Showdown you earn XP by performing certain activities and actions which in turn allow you to level up and earn skills and bonuses. Normally this process is very tedious and takes a lot of time. For this you will have to grind the game a bit and farm some AI monsters. If you can farm a considerable amount of XP in Hunt Showdown, you can get Hunt Dollars, Blood Bond, get more trade points, unlock more weapon variants depending upon what type of weapon you use on enemy AI. You can also improve your Bloodline XP, which all contributes to your success one way or another. The second question I wanted to address is how to go about farming XP. So your hunter must remain alive, that's absolutely a must thing, otherwise all the XP farming will be meaningless. The best way and the safest way to farm XP in Hunt Showdown is to clear out enemy hunters first, kill the boss, get the bounty, then farm the XP by killing the enemy AI as you go for the extraction point. If you just get in the game to farm XP from the beginning, then you better have some silent weapons or traits like Silent Killer. Otherwise, if you go all guns blazing in the start, you will most likely be ambushed as they will be waiting for you in the next compound, so it's not really worth it for me. So always be on the safe side and clear out the server before you go on a rampage. The main goal of this guide is to provide you with an easy task by which you can easily farm experience points. Now that's all out of the way, let's start with the basics of XP guide, which will be divided into two modes: Bounty Hunt and Quick Play. In Bounty Hunt we will start up with the bosses. For any clue you pick up you get around 100 XP, so you can get as much as 600 XP depending upon the amount of bosses. For discovering the lair you get around 100 XP, make it 200 for 2 bosses. Killing the boss, whether you do it solo or with a team kill, you get around 400 XP. You can also farm weapon XP if you actually kill the boss with your weapon. And other than that, banishing the boss is 350 XP, and clean sweep, which means that killing the boss, banishing and extracting it gives you an additional 100 XP. Simply extracting with the bounty gives you 400, 500 or 600 XP depending upon the amount of bounty points that you have. And if you have additional partners, that is multiplied by 2. The purpose of this guide is not to tell you how to kill the bosses or creatures more efficiently, but to tell you how much XP you're gonna get if you do kill them. If you do want me to make a video, and detailed video about how to take care of each bosses or enemy AI very easily, then let me know down in the comments and we will continue with the video now. The point of this guide is to actually tell you how to farm large amount of XP in shortest amount of time possible. So you'll have to get creative and choose enemy AI carefully. While I can say this easily that most of the enemy AI can be dealt very easily with a knife or dusters. But we are not here to talk about how to kill them easily. We're simply going to talk about how much XP you're gonna get. So let's talk about the meathead, the biggest one, which gives you around 200 XP. And it has worm-like creatures around it which can poison you. It's called Leech. It gives you around 10 XP. And on the number second we have the most common enemy AI, which is the Grunt. It gives you around 10 XP. And then we have the armored, a bit tougher one, which gives you around 60 XP. And armored are of 2 types now. There is a Concertina armored and a normal armored. Both actually give you 60 XP. And then we have the emulator, which can give you as much as 50 XP. And then we have Hive, which can give you around 30 XP. And actually the most annoying enemy AI for me has to be the Water Devil. Even if you do kill it, it will come around in 10 to 15 seconds, which is even more worse. So Water Devil gives you around 20 XP, and for me it's really not worth it. And then we have the Hellhound. So for each Hellhound you kill, you get around 20 XP. Hellhounds kind of like revolve around the map in packs, so you gotta be careful around that. The third category I wanted to mention are Hunters. So for killing assassin hunters, you get a different amount of XP depending upon his skill. And I'm not sure if this is based on prestige or overall skill points, I am not sure, but I'm going to give you what I've read on the website and what I've actually dig up on the topic so far. So if the hunter that you kill is 2 down arrows below in terms of skill level, you get around 150 XP. He's 1 down arrow, you get around 300 XP. So if he is level with you in terms of skill, you get around 400 XP. And if he's better than you, 1 up arrow, you get around 500 XP, and goes all the way up to 750 XP if he is really high above. And if you do revive your partner, you get additional 100 XP. That does not mean you have to let your partners get killed so that you can get just this 100 XP. That's not what I'm trying to say. If you do kill your teammate, that's minus 500 XP. So be careful of that. If your target is to farm XP, don't do that, even if you're just playing around. And the second mode we have is the quick play. So each rift that you pick up gives you around 100 XP, kind of like the clue. And if you do activate the wellspring, it gives you also 100 XP. You can get as much as 1 to 400 XP from energy absorbed depending upon how much of the energy is left. And if you do remain in the end alive, if you're the final survivor, you get around 4 times the energy absorbed, and that's a lot of bonus. So that's all for this video. If you think I left something in the video that I should have mentioned, do let me know down in the comments. And if you want me to make a detailed video about the bosses and monsters and everything, let me know down in the comments below. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.